So here we are. It's Friday Night Live. Hello, Miko. Hello, Miko. So, welcome everybody. Where are you? This is Miko. Say hello, Miko. Hello, Miko. This is Miko. Okay, so. Oh dear. Oh dear. So, we will be joined, I think, by Miko this evening. So, welcome. How are you, everybody? I'll wave. So this week, because we're doing Friday night classes now. Of course, we've been doing Thursday night, which was kind of turned into a class all of its own, you know. So we kept that more towards the beginners type of sequences. So if you've been doing them sequences with us, if you use your block and your belt, it doesn't really matter what level the sequence is. You know, I mean, you can use your block and your belt to get all of the forward bends and any of the things. So maybe if there's a bind or something like that, then it's a little bit more difficult. But everything that we do today, you'll be able to use your block for. So even if it's a forward bend, you can be using your block like this, or even like this. And you know, when we're doing the seated forward bends, the belt is always good just for popping over the feet. But again, anything that involves like folding, like triangle, you can pop your block onto the floor. So although we're going to flow a little bit more in this class, we're still going to keep it to a level where everybody can do it, especially if you have the good old block and belt. That sort of opens up the doorway for all sorts of things. So what we're going to do today is going to be a bit more of a Friday flow. So on a Friday, my classes, we tend to have a bit of fun. Sometimes they turn into all sorts of things like handstands and all sorts, but generally they're good fun. The soundtrack is good. So, but what we do is we get into a nice flow of the yoga. So how you get into a flow is if you listen to the timings of the breath. So basically each sort of movement is generally timed with an inhale or an exhale. So if the body is closing, sort of shutting like this, that's always an exhale. So what you're doing is by exhaling, it allows your tummy to come in, and then as your lungs are emptying, it gives them space so you can move into it. If you're trying to breathe in and fold forward at the same time, it sort of makes the tummy come out, so it makes it more difficult to do. So once we get this connection with the movement connected with the breath, then we can get into this feeling of yoga. You feel that synchronized feeling in your body and through your practice. Okay, so we're going to get started. So come to the front of your mat, bring your feet together, lift your toes, spread your toes out nice and wide, try and get air between every toe, and then take a little squeeze of the mat with your toes, and then stand up nice and tall, close your eyes, take a big inhale, fill yourself all the way up, and on the exhale, a big sigh, and just let the shoulder blades sink down the back. You want to make it feel like a real so you're letting go. I mean, just the action of that is like a letting go of tension in the body. So again, nice big inhale, fill yourself all the way up. And then just return to just normal breathing, just breathing in and out into the belly. Bringing your focus down to the soles of your feet. So you don't want to feel like you're tipping forward, like all the weight is in your toes, or you're rocking back, or the feet are pushing to the outside or the inside. Just try and focus on getting the whole of the sole of the foot into the floor. And then from there, we're going to try and lift energy in an upward direction. So we have this feeling of gravity down through the feet, but now we want to have an energy of lift in the body. So we do that by lifting the kneecaps, engaging the thigh muscles gently. And as you do that, just lift up the pelvic floor. And as you lift the pelvic floor, just draw the tummy in. So now the breath is in. So you see how all that movement is in an upward direction. The breath is now in the chest because the tummy is nicely held in. But the crown of the head, you want to be reaching as if it's trying to reach up towards the ceiling. Chin is level with the floor, shoulders are relaxed and the arms are relaxed. And the breath is into the chest. In and out through the nose. Start to deepen that breath now, make it deeper, make the exhale as long as the inhale. And you'll start to hear that breath in your head. It's loud, it's a loud noise in your head. So I want you to think all the way through your practice tonight, if you can't hear that breath in your mind, in your head, then you've probably stopped breathing or your breath has come down to a little short, shallow breath. So all the time, behind everything that we do, you want to be thinking about that nice, deep, steady breath. Nice deep inhale and a nice long exhale. Try and keep the two the same length. The exhale can be more important than the inhale sometimes because that's what's purging all of the things that are not necessary. So keeping that breath up into the heart. Tummy is in, pelvic floor is lifted. On an inhale, open the eyes and make a big circle with the arms and bring the hands together into a prayer above the head and then reach from the middle of the back and the middle of the chest as if you're trying to touch the ceiling and then lift the head and look up to the hands. On an exhale, bend the knees, open the arms and fall forward until you can lay your chest onto your thighs and then just let your head hang and let your arms hang. So keeping the tummy drawn in and the pelvic floor lifted, the breath moves right up into the back. Inhale, slowly roll up through the spine, open the arms wide, reach up, bring the hands into a prayer, look up, and exhale the hands to the heart space. Inhale, salute the sun, open the arms, reach up, bring the hands into a prayer. Exhale, soften the knees, fall forward, tummy in, bring the hands to the floor, and then sit down into an invisible chair, turn the palms to face the front of the room, and then inhale, raise the arms and look up between the hands. Sit down into that chair, reach from the middle of the back, tummy is in, nice big deep breaths. If you can, bring the hands into fire hands that look like this. And then bring the chin level with the floor. See if you can bring your biceps alongside your ears. And then try and straighten the arms, lift, and then lift the head, look up. All the time, keeping them big deep breaths. Open the arms on an inhale, straighten the legs on an exhale, and then just gently fall forward. So remember, if you need your block, get your block, but if not, just go to where the legs want to bend, and then just relax the top half of the body there. Remember, this is the first forward bend, so them hamstrings, glutes will be tight. Deep breaths, tummy is in. On an inhale, soften the knees, roll up through the spine, open the arms wide, reach up, bring the hands into a prayer, salute the sun, look up. Move the hips forward and gently lean back, create a back bend. Nothing too big, just a nice stretch. Keep reaching up through the fingers. And then exhale, bring the hands back to the heart space. Inhale, salute the sun, reach up. Exhale, swallow dive forward, tummy in, straight legs. Once the legs want to bend, just let the top half of the body relax or use your block. Bend the knees, bring the hands down to the floor, sit down into an invisible chair. Inhale, raise the arms, reach up, look up. On an exhale, bring your left forearm and lay it across your thighs. Bring your right hand down to the floor, and then inhale, roll the right shoulder open turn and look up to that right hand. Nice big deep breaths, strong, push into the feet. You can keep here, or if you want a little option, turn the palm and reach the arm open over the head. Well done. Inhale, come up, reach back up into your chair pose, and then exhale, bring the right forearm across the thighs, lean down, left hand comes down towards the floor. Inhale, roll the left shoulder open, turn, look up to that left hand, sit down into your chair, big breath. Turn the palm to face the front, extend the arm over the head. Well done. Inhale, raise the arm, come back to your chair pose, and on an exhale, straighten the legs, fall forward, tummy in, lift a little, find some space, exhale, fold. Shake the head out, yes and no. Keep that deep breath, that sound of the breath in the head. Soften the knees, inhale, roll up through the spine. Open the arms, reach up, salute the sun. Exhale the hands to the heart space. Inhale, salute the sun, reach up. Exhale, fall forward, tummy in. Bend the knees, bring the hands to the floor, and then step back into a press up position. So if you need to drop your knees to the floor, that's absolutely fine. But if you can, lift your thighs, lift the pelvic floor, tummy in, look down between the hands, and push the floor like you're pushing the floor away. Deep breaths. Well done. Drop the knees to the floor. Bend the elbows, bring the forearms down to the floor. And on an exhale, see if you can bring your chest and chin down between your hands and see if you can look along the floor. Lift the elbows, lift the chest, come through and onto the tummy. So the elbows are tucked in, hands are underneath the shoulders. Big breath into the belly button. Exhale. Inhale into the belly. Use the back muscles to lift the head and the heart, and then gently push into the hands, coming into your cobra position. So shoulders are back, push into the hands, you don't need the arms straight. Hips are down and lift the head, look up. Nice deep breaths. On an exhale, turn the head to the right and see if you can see your right ankle. Inhale to the centre and exhale, turn to the left, see if you can see your left ankle. Inhale to the centre, exhale, come down to the tummy, turn the toes under, push into the hands, come onto all fours, push the sit bones all the way back towards the heels, straighten the arms and then push the heels down to the floor for your downward facing dog. Walk the heels up and down, shake the head out, yes and no, tummy is in, deep breaths. Push both heels down towards the floor and really push into the hands. Push the chest back towards the thighs, tip your tailbone up, tummy is in, deep breaths and your head is relaxed. Inhale, lift the head, exhale, step, walk or jump your feet forward to the front of your mat. Lift up to a flat back, tummy is in, shoulders back, and exhale, fold over the legs. Just let yourself relax. If you need your block, use your block. Soften the knees, inhale, roll up through the spine, open the arms, reach up, salute the sun, exhale, the hands to the heart space. Inhale, salute the sun. Exhale, swallow dive forward, tummy in, straight legs. Bend the knees, bring the hands down to the floor. Step the feet back into a press up position. If you need to drop your knees, that's absolutely fine. And then exhale, see if you can lower yourself slowly all the way down to the floor. Even that last couple of inches. Well done. Elbows in. Inhale to your cobra. Lift the head, look up. Bend the knees, turn the toes under. And step back into your downward facing dog. So lift the head, look up. We're going to bring the left hand into the middle of the mat. Spread your fingers out really wide and then turn onto the outside of your left foot. So you can bring your right foot forward like this and help support your hips this way. But if you can, see if you can stack the feet on top and raise the right hand. Reach for the ceiling and then turn the head, look up to that hand. Don't let the hips sag, strong breath, tummy in. Turn the palm to face the front and extend the arm over the head. Raise the arm, come back to your downward facing dog, tail up, heels are moving down. Fingers are spread out nice and wide. Lift the head, look up. Bring the right hand into the middle of the mat, turn onto the outside of the right foot. If you need to bring that left foot forward, you can. If you can, stack the feet and then raise the left arm, reach up. Turn the palm to face the front, extend the arm over the head. Raise the arm and then come back to your downward facing dog. Push the heels down, push it into the hands, turn the tailbone up. Big deep breaths. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, step, walk or jump your feet forward to the front of the mat. Lift to a flat back. Inhale. Exhale, forward bend. Completely surrender the top half of the body down towards the floor. Tummy is in, deep breaths. Inhale, roll up through the spine, open the arms, reach up, salute the sun, and exhale the hands to the heart space. Well done. Inhale, salute the sun, and exhale, fall forward, tummy in. Straight legs, lift to a flat back, find some space, exhale, fold. So bend the knees, bring the hands down to the floor or your block if you've got your block, and then push the weight into the left foot and inhale, raise the right leg up behind. So try not to let the hip roll open like this, roll that right hip down to the floor and lift up through the heel of the foot. And then try and straighten the standing leg. So your shoulders square, hips square, lift up through the heel, big breaths. And then bend the front knee and step back into a low lunge. So walk that front foot forward a little and then bring the hands down to the floor. And then on an inhale, walk the hands back until you can straighten that front leg. So once you've got that leg straight, I mean, don't forget, you can use your block here if you need to, because I know this hamstring here can be really tight. So work on the leg straight, not about how far you can bend forwards or anything like that. Think, keep that leg straight, and as long as you can feel that hamstring active up round the glute and down to the back of the knee, then you're where you need to be. So if you start to do this with the front knee, we're going past what we want to do. So think nice and straight. If you can, lift the head, look up, and then exhale. See if you can fold, but bringing your head sort of towards your toes rather than your knee. So as you would inhale, lengthen the front of the body, and then exhale, fold forward. You could try walking your hands forward towards the front of the mat. But again, deep breaths. Oh, feels too good. Inhale, come forward, bend the front knee, and come all the way up. So, roll the palms all the way open, and then on an inhale, raise the arms, and reach up again, middle of the back, middle of the chest, so really long, big inhale. And as you exhale, just move into that front knee, let the hips relax down towards the floor, and then lift the head and look up to them hands. So as you inhale, there's a lift, and as you exhale, there's a relax. So I'll show you that from the side. So what we don't want is just a little back bend in just one vertebrae. We want to keep that spine nice and long. So I would do that by, I inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, relax. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, relax. And each one will give me just a little bit more. Inhale, exhale. Until you can create a big back bend. Looking up between the hands, strong breath, relaxing the hips. And then inhale, come all the way up and bring the hands to the heart center. So tummy in, big inhale. On the exhale, turn all the way around to the left, and then bring that right elbow down onto the left knee. And don't let this left shoulder creep up like this. Roll it down and away from the neck. Inhale, lengthen the body, and then exhale, try and draw the thumbs in towards the chest and look up over the left shoulder. If you can try turning the back toes under and straightening the leg. But big breaths. If you do that, really push the heel back. Well done. Drop the back knee. Inhale to the center. And then exhale, bring the hands to the inside of that left foot and walk that left foot out to the left hand side. And then your back leg, walk it away a little bit more. Hands are flat on the floor again. If you need your block, you can be up on your block. But what you want is to try and keep your hips square to the front of the mat, your shoulders square. And if you can, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, lower the chest down towards the floor. Maybe you can come down onto the forearms. Big breaths. Try and keep this big toe side of the foot on the left into the ground. Don't let the foot roll up onto the side. If it's really tight in the hip, you can turn them left toes out to the side, and that'll just open that hip up a little for you. But nice big breaths. Well done. Inhale back up onto the hands. So turn the back toes under, lift the knee, move the weight backwards, and step the feet together at the front of the mat. Lift to a flat back, inhale, exhale, forward bend. So this time, we're going to take the weight into the right foot and raise the left leg. So again, try and straighten that standing leg, lift up through the heel, square the hips, square the shoulders, nice big breaths. Bend the front knee, step back into a low lunge and walk the hands back until you can straighten the front leg. So remember, if you need your block, you can use the block. If you can, lift the chest and exhale, fold forward, bring the head towards the toes. So you keep that front body long. Walk the hands towards the front edge of the mat. Well done. Inhale, come up. Bend the front knee and roll the palms all the way open. Inhale, raise the arms, reach up. And on the exhale, relax the hips forward. And then inhale, reach. And exhale, relax. Well done. Inhale, come up. Bring the hands to the heart space. Shoulders are down the back, tummy is in. Inhale into the chest. And exhale, turn all the way around to the right this time. Bring the left elbow onto the knee. Bring their palms together. Shoulders are down the back and away from the ears. Thumb are moving to the sternum and look up over the right shoulder. Big breaths. Again, if you want to turn them back toes under and straighten that back leg, really drive that back heel down towards the back of the mat. Keep the breath strong. Well done. Drop the back knee. Inhale to the centre. And then bring the hands to the inside of the right foot. Walk the right foot out to the right hand side a little. Walk that back leg back a little bit. Again, remember, if you need your block, use your block. And again, if this is tight like this, you can turn the toes out and that just helps that hip open to the side a little. But if you can, keep toes straight, shoulders straight, hips straight and square to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift a little, find some space, and exhale, see if you can relax down. Keeping the chest square as you come down and keeping that big toe in contact with the floor. Oh, feels too good. Inhale, lift up onto the hands, turn the back toes under and lift the knee. And then shift the weight back, and on the exhale, step the feet together, lift up to a flat back, inhale, and exhale to a forward bend. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up, salute the sun, and exhale the hands to the heart space. Inhale, salute the sun, reach up, and exhale, step the right foot back, a full leg length, so you want a good stride between the feet, and then turn the feet to face the outside edges of your mat, so sort of like a 10 to 2, and then we're going to bend the knees. So what you want to be careful of is when you bend the knees, you kind of don't lean forward like this, so you want to start standing, bend the knees and come straight down, so you keep that spine nice and long, and then close your eyes and just really focus in on the breath. So knees are bent, push into the feet, lift the pelvic floor, tummy is in, and just focus on the breath. So you want to follow the breath as if you can hear it going through the nose, up, round and all the way down into the chest and then all the way back out. And keep them nice and strong. So if you keep the focus on the breath, it takes the focus away from the thighs. On an exhale, see if you can sink a little lower. And then bring the hands down onto the knees, keeping the knees bent, lean forward until you can straight arm, so you can really lean into the legs. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, roll that left shoulder down towards the floor, turn and look up over the right shoulder. Keep sat down, tummy in. Inhale to the center, and on your next exhale, the right shoulder rolls down, turn and look up over the left shoulder. Good job. Inhale to the center, and then bring your hands down to the floor. Turn your feet square to the outside edge of the mat, so you might want to open your legs a bit more, but this time you want your feet square. So if you need your block, get a hold of your block now, whichever way that may be. But whatever it is, you want to keep them legs nice and straight. So best way to keep them straight is engage them thigh muscles, and that'll support the knees. And then lift up to a flat back and look up, lift the chin. So as you exhale, keep the chin lifted as you fold, but just fold from the hips. As soon as you feel them knees bend, come back up to where they're straight, and then just work on relaxing from that point there. So lift to a flat back, shoulders back, lift the chin, inhale. Exhale, just fold from the hips. Keep the head lifted so it keeps the front body long, and let the crown of the head come down towards the floor. Inhale, lift to a flat back, well done. So bring your right hand underneath your chest or onto your block and bend your right knee. Left hand comes down to the floor, and on an inhale, roll the left shoulder open, reach for the ceiling and try and straighten the right leg. Long spine, tummy in. Well done. On an exhale, bring the left hand up, bend the left knee, and on an inhale, roll the right shoulder open and try and straighten the left leg. See if you can look up to that right hand. Well done. Exhale down, lift to a flat back, straight legs, tummy in. Exhale, forward bend, bring the crown of the head down towards the floor. Soften the knees, and inhale, come all the way up, straighten the legs, reach up, salute the sun, and exhale the hands to the heart space. So turn your left toes out so they face straight off the front of the mat, and this left toes I should say, straight off the end of the mat, and then your right foot wants to be square with that back edge of the mat. Keeping the hips and chest in line with this outside edge of the mat, raise the arms up to shoulder height. So roll the thumbs open till you feel the shoulder blades roll down the back and away from the neck. Flip the palms over, reach through the fingers, big inhale. And then exhale, the only thing that bends is that left knee. So keep the body nice and straight, just like the left knee bend. Let this abductor open. So don't feel like if you're leaning like this, come back to the center, set yourself, and then turn the head and look to the middle finger on the left hand, and big deep breaths. Bend the left elbow and bring the forearm down onto the left thigh, and raise the right hand and reach up to the ceiling. Turn the head and look up to that hand. So if you think this right hip is pushing forward as I lean back, see how it opens up all of the length through the Sushumna Nadi, through the spine, and I can reach up. Turn the palm to face the front and extend the arm over the head. Lift the gaze, look up to that hand. Well done. Raise the arm, come all the way back to the center, hands at the heart space. Turn your right toes out, left toes are square. Raise your arms to shoulder height. Roll the thumbs open, sink them shoulders down the back, flip the palms over and reach. So make sure you're square to the side of the mat. Inhale and exhale, just the right knee bend. So don't lean forwards or backwards, just let that right knee bend. Listen to your body, and then turn, look to the middle finger on the right hand. Bending the right elbow, bring the right forearm down onto the thigh, and then raise the left arm and look up to that left hand. So remember, think that hip is pushing forward as a roll back into that left shoulder. Reach up, strong breath. Turn the palm to face the front, extend the arm over the head. Lift the gaze up to that hand. Hold on. Raise the arm. Inhale, come all the way up. Straighten the legs, bring the hands to the heart space. Turn your left toes out to the side, right toes are square. But this time, keeping the legs straight, so lift the thighs, tummy is in. Raise the arms to shoulder height, shoulders are down the back, reaching through the fingers. Inhale. And on the exhale, just fold into this left hip. So you don't want to lean forward. Just think from there, reach as far as you can, keeping that left leg nice and straight. You can lift the thigh. And then you'll feel, this abductor will tell you how far to go. And then windmill the arms open. Bring this left hand onto the leg. And then roll the right shoulder open and reach up through the right hand. But again, think that hip is moving forward as you're rolling the shoulder out. So it opens up all the body, much easier to breathe. Turn the palm to face the front, extend the arm over the head. Lift the gaze up to that hand. Well done. Raise the arm, bend the front knee, come back to your warrior. And then straighten the legs, bring the hands to the heart space. Reset yourself. Turning the right toes out to the side this time, straight legs. Keeping in line with that outside edge of the mat. Raise the arms, drop the shoulders, reach through the fingers, inhale. And exhale, just sinking into that right hip. Just reach as far as you can, nice and gentle. And then windmill the arms open. Use that left hand against your leg to give yourself something to have leverage against, and then push that left hip forward, roll the shoulder open, turn the head, look up to that hand. Turn the palm to face the front, extend the arm over the head, lift the gaze up to that hand. Well done. Raise the arm, bend that right knee, come all the way up to your warrior. Turn the feet to the side, bring the hands to the heart space. Big inhale, big sigh on the exhale. Again, inhale. Inhale, salute the sun. Exhale, swallow dive forward, tummy in. Straight legs. Again, if you need your block, use your block. Bring your hands to the floor, and again, you might want to walk your feet a little bit further apart again, or find that spot that's good for you. And then keeping your hands underneath your chest, planted into the floor, lift up to a flat back. Shoulders are back, tummy is in. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, keeping the hands where they are, bend your left knee, and see if you can move your left shoulder over and touch the inside of your left knee. Inhale to the center, keeping the hands where they are. Exhale, bend the right knee and move the right shoulder over and see if you can touch the inside of your right knee with your right shoulder. Deep breaths. Inhale to the center. So this is going to go up in stages. So if you found that one really challenging, just keep moving through through that one, but each one that you do now, I'll give you a little upgrade that you can try and do. So hands are underneath the chest. Inhale, lift to a flat back. Exhale, bend the left knee, move your left shoulder to the inside of your left knee, and see if you can turn your right toes up to face the ceiling. Inhale to the center, and then exhale, right shoulder towards the right knee, and see if you can turn your left toes up to face the sky. Inhale to the center, and then exhale, left shoulder to left knee, raise the right toes, and see if you can bring your hands up to the heart space, and see if you can sit up straight. Bring the hands to the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, moving to the right. Lift the heels. See if you can bring the hands to the heart space. See if you can sit up straight. So last one, inhale to the center. Exhale to the left. See if you can turn the toes up and then open the arms. So right hand comes down towards the toes. Left hand is up. Look down towards the right toes. And then here's a real challenge. See if you can keep the knees bent, arms open, and see if you can move from one side to the other. You can do that a couple of times if it feels good. And one more. And then come to the front of your mat, lift to a flat back, bend the knees, and come down to kneeling. So again, if you need to sit on your block or sit on a cushion, but just bring the left hand onto the lap, the right hand sits on top, tips of the thumbs touch, and you're sat up nice and straight. Again, if you need to lift your heel, lift up on a cushion, do that, but relax your shoulders, chin is level with the floor, eyes are closed, nice big deep breaths. Breathe as if you're breathing into the belly, as if you're breathing into the palms of the hands in your Samadhi Mudra. Well done. Inhale, come up and turn your toes under, and then bring the hands into the small of the back. Draw the elbows together, draw the shoulder blades together. Take an inhale, lift the chest as you do, and then tip your tailbone under, move your hips forward towards the front of the mat, and then lift the head and let the head lie back. Big breaths. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, fold all the way forward and into a child pose. Make a pillow for your head. Open your knees so your tummy can relax between your legs. And just take nice big breaths into the belly. Coming up onto all fours. So we're going to do our cat pose. So take an inhale. As you exhale, draw the tummy in, tip the tailbone under, push into the hands, spread the back, let the head hang, open all the back of the spine as you close all the front. And as you inhale, just let the belly relax, sink into the lower back, stick your tail up in the air, shoulders are back, lift the head, look up, open all the front of the spine, close all the back. Exhale, tummy in. Inhale, open. And then come to a flat back. Inhale, raise the left arm. Exhale, thread the left arm between the right leg and right arm. Lay the shoulder down, lay the head down, and then with this right hand, push into this right hand so you can roll the chest open, create a little twist, and just connect with the breath. If you want to bring that right hand all the way around the back and bind a hold of your left thigh, you can do that, but just don't let that right shoulder collapse down onto your neck. And then release, bring that hand over and unravel to a flat back. Exhale, tummy in, turn the tailbone under. Inhale, open, cat pose, shoulders back. And then to a flat back, raising the right hand, thread the right hand through, lay the shoulder down, lay the head down, then push into that left hand, create the twist. Again, don't let the shoulder push down onto your neck, lift it up and away. Nice big breaths here. You can bring that left hand up and around the back and bind a hold of the right thigh, but again, don't let the shoulder fall down, keep it pulled up and away. Keep rolling the chest open. And then release, bring the hand over. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, tummy in. Inhale, open. And exhale down. So cross your feet at the back and come all the way back to seated. Where does the time go? So you might need your belt for this, but lifting any muscles away from your sit bones, bring the feet together and then engage the thigh muscles, draw the toes back, and again left hand onto the lap, right hand on top, thumbs are touching, spine is long, so it means like you're kind of lifting up through the crown of the head, tummy's in, and nice big breaths into the chest. So opening the eyes. If you need to pop your belt around your feet, now would be a good time to do that. And then roll the palms open. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, as you exhale, keep reaching, reaching, reaching. Tummy is in. So you're really trying to reach sort of past your feet if you can. Take a hold of the block, the belt or your feet. And then lift to a flat back. Find some more space, draw the tummy in. And then exhale, relax into that forward bend. Again, your head is always moving towards your toes. Keep that front body long. Exhale. Well done. Release the belt. Inhale, come up. Bring the hands back and underneath the shoulders, and on your next inhale, push into the hands, try and straighten the arms, lift the hips and lift the head. Strong breath. Well done. Lower the hips, lift to a flat back, and then exhale, reaching forward with the left hand for the outside of the right foot. Again, if you need your belt, you can pop your belt around your feet and then try and reach as close as you can to your right foot with your left hand, but then sit up nice and straight, shoulders are down the back, right hand forward, and on an inhale we're just going to roll that right shoulder all the way open and see if you can see the wall behind you. So long spine, inhale, open. Well done. Inhale to the center. Exhale, gentle forward bend. Inhale, come up. and then either take a hold of the belt with your right hand or reach forward for the left foot. Sit up tall, shoulders are down the back, long spine, and the left hand is forward. On an inhale, roll that left shoulder open, turn, and see if you can see the wall behind. Inhale to the center, lift, and then exhale, fold forward. And then bending the knees and seeing if you can take a hold of the big toes with the first two fingers on each hand, and then see if you can bring your right elbow onto your right knee and your left elbow onto your left knee. So don't let your spine curve, keep the chest lifted, shoulders down the back, and try and bring the knees and the feet together. Again, you can have your belt over your feet if you need to. But then inhale, see if you can straighten the legs. If you can straighten the legs, see if you can open your legs really wide. And then the little core test, we're just going to release the toes. And then come back to your boat pose. So we're going to, as we inhale, open the arms, straighten the legs, exhale, close. Last two. 1, 2, and hug the knees into the chest, roll down onto the back, have a gentle roll from side to side, use the floor to massage the back, and then bring the heels down to the sit bones, feet are hip distance apart, hands are flat on the floor, and inhale, push into the feet, turn the tailbone under, lift the hips high, bring the hands underneath the body into fire hands. And as you push the hands down to the floor, try and straighten the leg, stamp into the legs, turn the tailbone under. And release, roll down through the spine, hug the knees into the chest, have a little rock from side to side. And then bring your left hand to your right knee, your right hand out to the side, and then on an exhale, lower the knees to the left and turn the head and look to the outstretched right hand. And then let the knees come back into the center, hug them in, little rock forwards and backwards. And then bring your right hand to your left knee, left hand out to the side. On an exhale, lower the knees to the right and turn the head, look to the outstretched left hand. Then release, let the knees come into the center. Open the knees a bit wider than your chest, reach between the legs, take a hold of your feet, and then pull down as if you're trying to get your knees to touch the floor either side of your body, and then roll over till your left knee touches the floor, roll over till your right knee touches the floor. Just again, happy baby, just letting the floor just roll through them muscles, releasing any tension that we have in there. And then release, straighten the legs, come into lying down and preparing for your Shavasana. So feet are hip distance apart, hands are out to the side, lift the head, Lay the head down and then lift the shoulders, lay the shoulders down. Maybe roll the hips so you can feel, you get the glutes comfortable, and then allowing yourself to just sink into the floor. Find that comfortable spot. And again, just bring yourself all the way back to the beginning of the class when we were talking about that focus of the breath. So just follow that breath in, follow the breath out. So if you find the mind is getting distracted by thought, bring it back to the breath. Slowly starting to bring yourself back, starting to become aware of your breath, gently moving fingers and toes, reconnecting the mind, body and spirit. On your next inhalation, raise your arms up and over your head, and on the exhalation have a real early morning stretch. Stretch through your fingers, stretch through your toes, bring yourself right the way back into the here and now. Keeping the eyes closed, draw the knees into the chest, gently roll onto the right hand side. And when you're ready, you come into a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat. Eyes are closed, so if you need to sit on your block or on your cushion, that's absolutely fine. Relax the shoulders down the back, relax the tummy, eyes are closed. And just normal breath, just belly breath. Taking your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your tummy. And just take a few moments to go over your gratitude practice today. What are you truly grateful for in this moment or in your life? And feel that gratitude throughout the whole of your body. Bring the hands to a prayer at the third eye, lower them down to the heart space, tip the chin forward. Look after the universe that you live in and the planet that you live on. Take care of all your family and friends. By all your family and friends, I mean all living creatures that live, walk and breathe upon this earth. Inhale the hands to the third eye. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Thank you very much. So, here we are. It's Friday. Okay, so, for the foreseeable future, which seems to be, could be ages, we could be in lockdown. So, if that's the case, then every Tuesday night, 6:30, every Friday, 6:30, we'll be here. All day, all night. So thank you, you beautiful people, for joining me again. If you have any suggestions of a class, so if you'd like to do a yin class or something like that, that's always handy because it saves me having to think of it. But at the same time, drop me a message on my Instagram, because I think You must be following me if in order to be on this, I think. And if you're not, why aren't you? Follow me immediately. And if you're not following me here, follow me on YouTube as well, and then you get even more free videos. But thank you. I love you. And I'll see you Tuesday, 6:30, all Dave, all night. See you later.